name. It's that CSZ gang. They said pull up, so I came. You better put some respect on their name. Yeah, 55, what's goody? Kill the vibe, how could it? Big Cardinal on the hoodie. Let me break it down for you fully. This ain't your average broadcast. This ain't just no podcast. The mother shows spread fake news. We just call them broadcast. West, Joey, Sam, Sean, Dante. And you know that boy Higgy. He said he don't want no small fries. Tell them they better make them biggie. Yeah, you already know what we be on. We got the crown, we hold the throne. We throw the mails and you take them home. When they ring the bells, you know that it's home. The bar set, we setting the tone. If we set it, then set it in stone. Sit in the seat, set up your phone. You in the Cardinal sports zone.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another great edition of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, coming to you live from Fitness Market Studios South, I guess you'd say. Oh, and North. Panama City Beach, Florida is where I'm coming to you from. Joey's looks like he's out front of the University of Louisville. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Corey. What's going on? We got a few things to talk about tonight. Apparently, it wasn't important enough for any of the other co-hosts to show up, but it's the Wyman Brothers show tonight, so sorry about y'all's luck. What's up, Mike? What's up, everybody? What's up, Ty? Yeah, trying to have a good week. The week's almost over. About to head back home in a few days. That always sucks, but hey, nothing like an 11 a.m. kickoff for your boy here in Florida tomorrow. Thanks, Terry. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're on the so the hurricane went over towards Tampa and Miami. It never came close to where we're at. We're in the Panhandle over towards Alabama. So
good thing y'all didn't go to Disney this time.
What's that?
That's a good thing y'all didn't go around Disney this time.
Yeah. Well, I don't normally do that on fall break. I try to stay closer. We just decided to do this at the last second. But yeah, I appreciate I've been getting DMs all week. Man, hope y'all are okay. And yeah, we're fine. We're way safer than people who decided to vacation in Orlando this week, and we're way safer than people who may frequent the Jefferson Mall. So,
good point.
We've been good. Yeah, I know he was. He's a moron.
That's why I said I'm glad y'all didn't go.
That's my buddy. That's my best friend. He was texting me the whole time, like, well, if this is the last time we talk, or he hit me up and was like, we made it through. So yeah, Steve Rummage was in Disney. I told Steve Rummage, and Joey's gonna be manning the Facebook feed, letting us know who hops on there.
All right, well, let me get on it.
I know that was my way of prepping you without you alluding.
I'm normally on it.
Right. What's up, Deshaun? What's good? I told him the week before that the hurricane that my guy Ryan Hoke at Wave 3 predicted the hurricane was gonna hit right south of Tampa and go up the coast and hit Orlando. And he's like, man, those things never hit where they're supposed to. And sure enough, it didn't look like it was going to hit that way until the day before. And then it started looking that way. So shout out to Ryan for correctly predicting that path. But I told him, man, they're going to Disney in 2 weeks for the Halloween night stuff or whatever it's called. Like, you could just stay home and be safe and not have to be.
They may not be going to no Halloween night stuff. I don't know how good Disney is. I know they shut down.
Yeah, they they're Teresa looked, and they didn't get any damage whatsoever, other than maybe a few canopies blown over. Before you dive into football, did you hear Kenny Payne's interview yesterday, Michelle? I did not. If you could, because I'll be honest with you, I have not even. It's been real peaceful. I've not even looked at my phone all week except for to do the show when I got here and to do this show now. I did ask for some topics from people, but no, I did not. So if can somebody send that to me via Twitter, and I'll check that out. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. So, yeah, 11 a.m. kickoff for me down here, so that's going to be fun. I get to walk down to Pier Park and watch it at the BW3s. Don't like BW3s anymore. very below average. What's up, TJ?
What's up,
But I'll
Tony?
go watch a game. It's great. I've been up every morning about 6:30 here this time. Me and Teresa's been walking down to Pier Park and back. It's been pretty nice. Been a little cold for our taste, but it's still. We've had a last couple of warm days here. Aunt Michelle's always on point. Look, she's our moderator. She really. I need to set it up to where she can be the person that kicks people out, and things of that nature. She's clutch. I mean, it don't matter what show she calls into, whether it's ours or Marcus's or anybody. She's very, very knowledgeable, very, very on point, like you said. So it is what it is. So we got the chat lines obviously open because that's all I've been talking about so far. As always, below my fingers here somewhere, I don't know how the cameras, but we got the ways that you can donate to the site: Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. But now there's a new way, Joey, that you can donate and support. Donate, but support the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. What's that? I'm glad you asked, Joey. The new way.
That was my eyes asking what.
That's what we call setup in the biz. So now that we are an official YouTube content creator, you all can send super chats, which it's just you all supporting by sending money through the chat line, and we get to show you all love live on the air and things of that nature. There looks like there's opportunities for, and I don't want to do this because the reason why we do this is because we want to give you all the best information for free, and that's what it is. But at some point, I want to try to make this my full-time job, and at that point, I may have to switch over to a YouTube subscription service. Now, I'm not going to make anything ungodly. Maybe $5 a month for access to the YouTube channel. Obviously, none of the other bleep holes will get a part of it because they don't never show up for any of the shows. Shout out to the team. So, but anyway, that's how we're over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you all so much. If you're in here now, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not already, and you'll have access. Look right there, Corey Carson, just $5. Just send $5 for the chat. Appreciate you, Corey.
Thanks, Corey.
In their head and their hands saying you're my. Oh, okay. I appreciate that. Those don't come through on the restream, but I see what you're saying. I appreciate you though. We're number one. But I am glad I can see that because I was worried I wouldn't be able to see those during the show, and it does show them.
I
It
can
just
see it.
does on YouTube. So let's jump in, y'all, because I know it's Friday night. Y'all want to get out. I know Michelle's going to be out stepping out somewhere partying or something.
Fairdale Fair is this weekend.
She's all, huh?
The Fairdale Fair is this weekend.
Okay, so Sean will probably be hanging out with his sisters.
And his cousins.
Oh, man.
It's Fairdale.
All right, so we're going to break down the Boston College game tomorrow. We're going to give you some of what you need to know. For everything you need to know, go to cardinalsportzone.com right now. Justin Kruger, I mean, if he's not one of the top 3 Leo writers this year when those come out here in a couple weeks, then people just can't read. They just can't read. The great Rana says fake news. I don't know what is FAIK fake about anything, but okay. You're welcome. Appreciate you. Man, we appreciate you too. And see, this is where I need you, Michelle, to, Fabian, what's good?
It's hot.
It's
okay. Chat. Great Raina. How old are you? Did you go to Fairdale?
It could be. Maybe so.
We love you,
but for everything you need to know, go to cardinalsportzone.com, click on everything you need to know. Justin is one of the greatest breakdown people in the game. Sean Thomas was good. And he'll have everything you need to know. I want to start this off by saying none of the information I'm about to tell you. I know, Michelle. I know you tell me all the time. I didn't get any of it from JK's post. This is stuff that I looked up myself while I was sitting down. For some reason, these just want to sit by the pool all day. Did y'all hear me? Oh, you're in Vegas. You're in a better place than I am, man. Play $1 for me and let me know.
Man, that's cool, Sean. I don't like Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, you could have invited Joey. Joey likes to go to Vegas. All right, here we go. Noon Eastern time on the ACC network. Currently, Louisville is a 13.5-point favorite. Not sure how you get a half a point. I'd like to know. So far, the Boston College is starting quarterback, Yurkovec. I guess he averages 211 yards passing a game and 1.75 touchdowns and 1.25 interceptions per game. Can you be the honorary Ooze? I don't know, but you know what? I'll tell you this much. I did ask Kevin about making some CSZ honorary Ooze shirts, so we'll see if he does that. I mean, Sean, you can play as much as you want to, but how about this? Whichever one you play and you make the most money off of, that's the dollar. That's my dollar. Yoda, what's up? We the ones. Joey, put your ones up. All right. You got married in Vegas. Okay, that's cool, Corey. All right. Back to Zay Flowers. He's averaging 11 yards per catch, but he's only got 7 catches a game. His stats are 82 yards per game and 0.75 touchdowns. Again, I'm not sure how you do that, but it is what it is. And their running back is this auto-corrected incorrectly. Maybe Gary is his last name. Rashad Gary getting 39 yards per game rushing and a half of a touchdown. Did you see the pic uploaded the other day on the book? I didn't. I did not. I vote. I know that's what I'm saying, Fabian. We need to get that together. Yoda, what is good? We appreciate, man, I appreciate y'all's support so much. Y'all don't even know it. This is a great way for us to talk Cardinal sports and a great way for us just to hang out with family that you can't hang out with otherwise. So I tried to use my cursor for my computer to scroll up on my phone. So that tells you where I'm at in the vacation. Boston College averaging 20.8 points per game, allowing 27.5. They average 283 total yards of offense. That's 223 yards passing, 60 yards rushing. So for those of y'all that are like, oh, they're starting running backs getting 40 yards a game. Do they have multiple running backs? Well, if they do, he's getting 40. The rest of them's only getting about 29 per game. They allow 378 yards, which we're doing pretty good offensively. I think we are averaging about 450 yards per game, but they are 222 yards through the air, 156 on the ground. I look for both of those to be completely stifled tomorrow. Again, the Cards are averaging 450 yards of total offense. We are allowing 350 defensively, which is not good. 21 points per game. That's 187 on the ground. 187 through the air, 163 on the ground. Malik is averaging 195 yards passing a game, 99 yards rushing a game, and exactly 2 touchdowns per game with 0.75 interceptions. Tyler Hudson leads the team with 262 receiving yards off of a total of 18 catches. The over-under for this game is 51. Again, for everything you need to know about Boston College, they're down about 6-7 linemen too, so that hurts. Go to CardinalSportsZone.com. Check out everything you need to know. All right, let me get caught up over here on a second. Michelle for the wrench title for CSC. Hit the like button, guys, for sure. Yoda thirds it. Indiana telling the special guest for Louisville Live. Just tuning in, so not sure what's been covered. Eric, I'll be honest with you. I've known for 2 months who the special guest is. I've told my team. I've been told specifically don't even allude to it because a couple of just that they told me I'd stop getting information if I said anything. So yes, I have it. I can't tell you who it is. I just know that it's going to be a great time. I don't know if I'm going to get to go yet or not because I just don't. I don't know what my schedule is going to be at that time. But it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be like having. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without giving it away inadvertently. It's gonna be a blast, man. Just Eric, show up. I promise you will not be disappointed. Michelle says she don't have the time that Jeremy deserves, or I know he would. Absolutely, she does. That's for sure. I'm hearing Purvis Elton as a special guest. There's gonna be plenty of legends in the house. That's for sure. That wouldn't shock me. Rain tomorrow for the game. That sucks. Oh, okay. Maybe we'll play a little bit better. BC
That's going to
Trash
hurt
Cars.
their 60 yards a game rushing. They'll probably get about 40.
Right. Gonna stomp a mud hole in them bums, Yoda says. Scuba Steve says, been taking a break from all the social media. Absolutely. Michael Singleton says Jay-Z. Now, no, but I have heard that some interesting people will be sitting around courtside this season for the Louisville basketball games. And again, that's something I can't really come out and say. But it's going to be all of you all that have been like, man, we're not getting the recruits we were supposed. Everybody that's complaining and pissing and moaning, once the season starts, y'all gonna be like, oh, okay, this is why. Fabian says it's Friday, y'all. Yeah, I'm mad they waited to have it. They did wait to have it late, but this is the reason they had it so late was for two reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Special guests could not come in except for there were two dates, and this was the earlier of the two dates. So they picked this date because it was homecoming weekend. And secondly, some of the recruits that are going to be, some of the recruits that were going to be here couldn't be there except for this weekend. So Michelle believes that they waited to have it while she was on her cruise. A lot of people that I know aren't going to be in town that week, or because the city of Louisville, for some reason, and I love them, but have decided to plan every single thing on just two dates. One of them was when we did the live remote. There was the football game, Bourbon and Beyond, or Louder Than, one of those white people things. I forgot what it was called. And yes, I do understand I'm white, but I'm saying it's one of those things. And there was something else going on. Oh, there was a soccer match and something else going on that night. But on the night of Louisville Live, there's going to be a Luke Combs is going to be in town, and that's going to take a whole lot. There's also other stuff. I don't remember off the top of my head what else.
He's there Friday and Saturday.
Right. So much going on. I figured it'd be the typical heavy hitters: Jack Harlow, Donovan Mitchell, maybe Wara. Now with the Rock Nation connection, who knows? Either way, I'm hyped. Absolutely. Rock Nation going to show up during the season. River City Entertainment Group. Listen, I love you, River City Entertainment Group. I wish you would reach out to me about a possible sponsorship so I can do this full time, and I don't have to do nothing else but take vacations because I don't get to take enough as it is, and do radio. No faith in the ridiculous coaching from Satterthorpe and Brown. It's basketball season. Jeff Walls has a squad. KP has the Monstars. Go Cards. I can't believe people are doubting KP. Louisville Live visitor list is fire. If it's Beyonce, I'll be heated. Huh? Bubba Ray, what's up, Lindy? Hi, guys. Yeah, something else other than Luke Combs, though, Sean. He's there both nights. You got the football. There was some reason why. Some other things going on is to why we got left, for lack of better terms, at Slugger Field. I know Luke Combs is at the Yum. They're getting the field. They were getting okay. So the football game Saturday was the reason why they couldn't have it in the football stadium. Bourbon and Beyond. Yes. Bourbon and Beyond. Did I even mention that?
You alluded to a white person thing earlier.
I know. I said two things though. It is what it is. Master P playing. No, Master P is not going to be playing basketball. I don't know. But they might let him shoot a 3-pointer or two. I don't know. I saw it pop up on the screen. I appreciate that, Michelle. I'll have to watch it. I have a feeling, though, just knowing KP, it had something along the lines of this team's going to be better than y'all thought it was. Fabio's amazing, going to be better than you thought. Kamari is shooting at unreal. L's embraced Louisville basketball. Just some of the stuff that I've seen on Twitter over the week. Will it be good news for us from the IARP? I think I've told y'all for 6 months now. I didn't think that anything was going to happen. Lee Newton says, hi from sunny and dry Orlando. Lee, glad to see that you were safe. Yeah, I think it will be good news. I don't think it'll be hang the banner news, but I think it'll be good news. I think we'll get some recruiting restrictions. We'll get a fine. We'll get our recruiting time maybe diminished a little bit. It'll be all minuscule type deals, I believe. I don't trust. I know I don't either. I don't trust the NCAA as far as I can throw Higgy. which is not far at all. But I just don't think it's going to be. Memphis just had 5 level 1 violations and got off with the flick of the ear. We've got 1 level 4 violation. And I know we're a repeat offender, but I think Memphis was as well. I know all y'all don't want to have any faith in the NCAA or the IARP, but I think, and please don't hurt me, but I think that we're going to be okay.
Well, this isn't the NCAA giving this ruling. This is the IARP, which is like Condoleezza Rice, David Robinson, like former player, some former players, things like that. So this isn't the NCAA.
Yeah, I know as Louisville fans, we prepare for the worst. So we can continue to do that. We're bringing back the Derby basketball game. We have 5 major concerts with it. Major acts info coming soon. Email me, hit me up. Oh, we'd love to be a part of that if possible. They're going to hose us. Come on, y'all. Let's have this is positive time today. Positive time. Joey, really quick before we get, because we've already went off the rails here. Predictions for tomorrow.
My prediction, I was thinking about this when I was scurrying back to the apartment to try to get logged on by 6:30. I'm going to say 48-3 Louisville. They have I don't know if I can stress this enough. This isn't just like, to me, a must win, but it's a must win, must blow the doors off of them. I mean, we have to beat the doors off this team. And being that they only average 60 yards a game, we can run the ball very, very effectively. I feel like Malik will have another 200-plus pass yard, 100-yard rush game. I think we'll run the ball for at least 300 yards. Ground and pound it. The weather's not going to be the greatest, but yeah, I say Cards 48-3.
Okay, and I had 48-10, I think, in the stat predictions post today. Hearing that it's raining, I'm going to take that down. I'm going to take it to 38-10. It absolutely depends on which UFL team shows up, but I think Louisville against an inferior team is okay. I think it's a 45-mile-per-hour winds tomorrow, or where you're at, Lonnie. Multiple 100-yard rushers tomorrow. Malik, Tyon, Jordan. It's going to be rainy, so 3 people with 100 yards rushing. Yeah. I hope it's not bad because the ruling sounds like it could happen right around the same weekend as Louisville Live. Man. We can only beat ourselves with discipline penalties and stuff in Boston. Okay, so for the game tomorrow, 45-mile-per-hour wind. So, yeah, I'm taking that down to 38-10. I don't think we
all right, I'll go 42-3 then, because I had 2 field goals in there. I don't think our kicker can kick in 45-mile-per-hour winds. So.
Ooh, that's fair too. So, all right, final one, 35-7. 35-7. No, you're good, Lonnie. I appreciate that. Yeah, we were already supposed to have the rolling back. I think it was by the first week in October, and with Memphis just getting theirs, that makes me think that it's probably a longer time away than they thought. So I'm not really sure.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, hasn't the IARP, they've already done everything. From what I read, they have wrapped up. They're dissolving. They've already had all their meetings, and it's just a matter of releasing findings, staggering off the findings.
Hi, Sam, member of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. Glad you can make it as a fan of the show. So, of course, that's the way it happens, though, Lindy. It seems like the last 8 years we get some good news, then we get some bad news. Have you heard anything on the third team with DJ? Sean, I'm the one that told everybody about the third team with DJ. I know who the third team is. I'm not going to tell you. We'll get to that in a second because we got other. We will be last. That is our luck. Let's get a little bit to the recruiting this week. Trenton Flowers, he is a 6'8" small forward in the 2024 class from Charlotte, North Carolina. He's the number 19th player in 2024 as of now. If you all remember, I spotlighted him during the EYBL in Orlando over spring break. Put some good videos and pictures out of him. You'll have to scroll back. I'm not giving it to y'all. He did announce this week that he will visit Louisville for Louisville Live on October the 21st. I've been talking to his mom. She says they love, like, I've even been like, man, I'm glad we're on the list, but I'm not sure we're going to be in it. She's like, man, Trenton loves Louisville. We love Louisville. Y'all absolutely have a shot. That one comes down to the fact, I think, if North Carolina really wants them or not. If they don't, we may make a run for him. Dang you, Scuba Steve. Miranda, we'll talk about him in a second, too. That dude is a game-changing stud. A.J. Johnson is also confirmed for Louisville Live on October the 21st. He is a 6'5" combo guard in the 2023 class. Now, Higgy sent me these, so if this is wrong, I apologize. From Simi Valley, Cali, the number 15th player overall in the 2023 class. He is what most people, he's visiting NC Central, I think. All right, we'll talk about him too, Bob. But y'all just keep reminding me if after I'm done with these. AJ's the number 15th, and I think most people consider him to be the crown jewel of this recruiting class, like the must get. After some news we'll talk about in a few minutes. Carter Bryant, he'll visit for Louisville Live on October the 21st. He's in the 2024 class, however. 6'8" small forward from Newport Coast, California. He's the number 7th player overall in the 2024 class. Jamari Phillips, he is in the 2024 class as well. 6'3" combo guard from Modesto, California. 26 overall in the 24 class. He named his top 6. Higgy says, along with UCLA, Oregon, and Gonzaga. That would be a top 4, Higgy. Higgy's wrong all the time. Let's also talk about, I have to mention this because my guy Nolan was involved. He was in to watch Louisville DeSales High School, who had an interesting pair of 2026 players, including 6'6" wing Jordan Bender and 6'8" physical monster Destiny Ison. Both made top 20 game over the weekend at the MSHTV. I'm sure that I screwed that up, official camp. We're in for a lot of good players, and I try not to listen to Higgy. I would never get my recruiting from KSR 3. I mean, on 3, ever. So let's talk about a couple people y'all brought up, and then we'll go to the big news of the week, recruiting wise. Which, if you listen to the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, you've kind of known this for a couple of weeks now. But George Washington III is an interesting one because he's listed Louisville both times he's been recruited. He gushed over Louisville when he talked about him in his recruiting article, naming his top 5 schools. But Dayton just hired his dad 2 months ago as an assistant women's basketball coach. Dayton was in his top 5. If you're being intelligent and putting 2 to 2 together and you get 4, unlike Higgy, when you put 2 and 2 together, you get a
6-piece nugget.
Right. 03 is payola. Higgy gonna Higgy for sure, Sam. Why don't you join the show? Slap nuts. But yeah, GW3, I'd love to have him here for sure, and not as a consolation prize either. Isaiah Miranda, we are going to get that interview up. Like the first one we did, we had technical difficulties with the video, and then it became unusable. It has been impossible to get him scheduled to do a follow-up, but we will get that. We will get you an interview in the next couple weeks here with Nolan Smith. He has promised me that after he's been on the road recruiting for the last 3 weeks, every single day. Every time I hit him up, like, man, what's good? On the road. So y'all leave Higgy alone. That's not nice. I'm sorry. Sam loves being a fan. And on that note, if you're interested in becoming a part of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, please send your resume and an audition tape to @Jeremy_CSZ. I'm driving. Okay, fair enough. Sam, you can stay. So the big news this week. Aaron Bradshaw did confirm that he's not coming to Louisville Live. I did get news Wednesday morning that he would not be committing to Louisville. So that's That one's not really. Again, if you listened to us last week, we told you all that it was kind of trending in a different yucky direction. So for the people we've been saying, oh, Miranda or Bradshaw, I'm telling you, and it's not sour grapes. It's not just because we're not getting Bradshaw that I'm like, oh man, I'd rather have Isaiah Miranda. Isaiah Miranda is a game changer. Well, why haven't we heard of him till now? Or like with Fabio, he ain't got no stars or offers. Listen, Kenny Payne is going to meticulously comb through every place in the country to get good character guys that can play basketball. Isaiah Miranda hasn't been ranked very highly because he played basketball in Rhode Island. That's been his hindrance. He moved to Los Angeles, I believe Los Angeles, for his senior year, somewhere in Southern California. And that's why he's getting all this interest all of a sudden. It's fine. Let him find people. Good luck to Mr. Bradshaw next. Absolutely. Just let the cake bake. I've been telling y'all that. Next for sure. Now, this is the one that kind of shocked me. And I'll be honest with you all. I've been telling you all, this one's on me. This is my bad. Kind of like with the Imani Bates stuff, man. I was getting my information from Imani's dad. If Imani's dad is wrong, that's not my fault. I wish I had some cake right now, John. I do take, I'm not going to be like these people. Oh, I didn't say, I said it. I've said DJ was a Cardinal for about 4 or 5 months now. I was reassured by friends, family members, and other people that he was going to be a Cardinal. So, and I told y'all a story a couple weeks ago, a couple shows ago, about DJ's mom wanted him to go to Louisville. DJ's dad wanted him to go to Memphis. And somehow, when it looked like it was 100% going to be Louisville, the dad pulled a rabbit out of his head. Was like, well, let's just compromise on a third team or on a different team. And that's what happened. And it's not going to make a lot of people around here happy. That's all I'll say. Unless we go out and perform this year, and we just it's going to annoy the "we didn't want Kenny here anyway" crowd. So yes, just trust the cake has been baking. We'll be just fine for sure. So I'll open that up to you all to discuss on the chat line there. In football, we did offer 2024 wide receiver Chance Robinson and 2024 Memphis commit Arian Carter. He's listed as an athlete, but mainly plays running back and linebacker. Okay, so before we go to rapid fire, I do want to yes, I want to open up the chat line for just a few more minutes. Michelle says she trusts Kenny Payne. I do too. I don't know why everybody's freaking out. I get it. We didn't get the two. And I'll be honest with you. And I'm not going to lie to you. As soon as everybody said, oh, we're going to get Kenny Payne, the first thing that came out of their mouth after that was, that means we're going to get DJ and Aaron. I heard that from multiple solid sources. Our guys recruited both of them very, very hard over the summer. You saw many pictures of them out to eat with Nolan and Danny and all of them, or whatever they were doing. Maybe not out to eat. So I do not care which kids come here as long as they compete. That's the right attitude to have. Michael says KP is the man. I'm just saying these guys are not just sitting around not doing anything. You all, for those of you all that are complaining about it, didn't want Kenny here in the first place. This is the thing here. And this is what I told Nolan the other day. And this is what I wrote to KP the other day. Him taking this job was not more so about him being our head basketball coach. It was more about being the leader in a city that needs a leader right now, and at a program that needs to be a leader, and showing that we all can get along and love each other and get this business taken care of. It's not Indiana. Fans are still saying that if KP don't get DJ, he's a bust. Well, you know what those people's are, you know what I want to call those people? Inbreds. DJ's third team is I own it, isn't it? Would that be hilarious? But it's not. I would be disappointed. John, absolutely. This is another thing I said. And again, you get caught up in the excitement. We got Kenny, and it was like, we're going to get everybody. Jesus is going to come ball with us. Giannis, Anthony, pump up the volume. We're gonna get everybody, and it just didn't pan out that way because I think what a lot of those people, those hot reaction people, forget is that Kentucky's been recruiting Aaron Bradshaw for 4 years. We've been recruiting him for 3 months. When Kenny was named coach, I was not one of those people that were like, "Oh, we're gonna get this, 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 this." I was one of the people that said, "Oh, sweet, we're gonna be in the runnings for players like DJ and Aaron." I never thought that there, even though I was told we were going to get DJ, I never thought for 1 second that was going to happen. It wouldn't have happened under Chris Mack. We wouldn't have even offered him. So, do you think we can move our football program to the next level with the? Sorry, I'm late. KP, I trust. Uncle Larry, what's good?
What's up, bro?
It burns me up. They say that. Me too. I do have a question. Why don't you hear about Danny? You think he's doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff, or Josh, you hear how Nolan is on the road? Well, here's the thing. There's a lot of the times on Twitter where it says Louisville has sent an assistant. If it's not Nolan, it's either Josh or Danny. They just don't specify. I don't know why. You want players that want to be here. We'll be fine with or without the. Listen, I told y'all last week my class was AJ, it was Isaiah Miranda, it was Caleb and Curtis, which are already here. And then who was the other guard I mentioned? We'll go back and listen to it. I'm not going to repeat it. We got kids all over the country who are not even recruiting, trying to get to Louisville live. KP just being hired has already made a difference. Girl, you are preaching to the choir here. He's been on the job for like 124 days, and he's not coached one single game of basketball. If you want to piss and you want to moan about Kenny Payne, you're just doing it. You might as well set up set up a giant fan and urinate into it, because that's what you're doing. Late to the party, but what about thanks, Dan. And Caleb Foster, Caleb Foster, AJ Johnson, Isaiah Miranda, Curtis, and Caleb. And there still was one more person I said last week. Again, go check it out. Especially check it out on YouTube, because that's another great thing. Every time y'all listen on YouTube or y'all watch this later on YouTube, we generate money now. We didn't before. That's pretty cool. Why are stalling on the eye? No, I think, like Joey said earlier, I think those debates, the
meetings are done.
The deliberations are done. We just not Baco. No, I haven't heard anything about Mackenzie Baco or Macabo, however you say it, since that whiteboard came out. I heard a lot in the month before that, but ever since the recruiting whiteboard came out, I have not heard a thing about Mackenzie. I have about Caleb. I think Curtis Williams will be a stud. Now, is that me saying I don't think we can get him? Absolutely not. Him and Nolan had great ties. He's still not signed his letter of intent yet. Caleb's not. Caleb's been to Louisville like 8 times since Nolan's been named the coach, announced or unannounced. So, yes, still possible, Dan. I did think that we would have a shot at getting Aaron Bradshaw and DJ to Louisville live, but that was as far as I thought. And maybe Kenny told him, was like, look, if there's no shot, don't even roll up. Don't even pull up. I wonder if Josh Hurd and company already know the IARP decision. With the notice of allegations and stuff, they know when those are coming, and they don't release that to us. But they do know in advance when stuff like that, when violations or stuff like that. So it's very possible.
I doubt they do at this point, though.
I had to shut the blinds because it was too bright before the show. So I don't know. I don't know that they know the decision, but they may know when that decision is going to be here, and they just haven't said anything. Rapid fire really quick. Denny Crum Hall had its opening to the public yesterday.
Man, does it look sweet.
It's so sick, man.
Gosh dang.
I can't wait for us to get a tour of it. For sure, they announced it in August. Okay, KP knows. He knows what we don't know. Oh, I mean, they may know what to expect for sure, for sure. Number 2, volleyball hosts Clemson tonight after sweeping both Miami and Florida State on the road. The Florida State one, I do not know what the score ended up being, but they're tough at home, and in sweeping them there, that says a lot. The red-white game was announced for October 23rd, so you're going to have Louisville Live, Louisville versus Pittsburgh, homecoming game football, and then red-white scrimmage 3 straight days. That's going to be a lot of action Joey, remind me that I still have a football schedule nugget to share before the end of the show.
I'll do my best.
I haven't heard anybody checking in on Facebook?
No, I mean, nobody that hasn't commented.
Okay, cool. Number 15 ranked men's soccer played number 25 UNC Greensboro to a tie. Not sure how you get a tie still these days.
Cousin Eric is watching.
What's up, Eric? What's up, Rooney? And beat NC State today 1-0. That's pretty cool. Women's soccer lost to number 7 FSU 5-1 and number 2 UVA 2-0, but on the road against number 15 tonight, Pittsburgh. Man, they got a killer schedule if they're playing 7-2 and 15 altogether. And last but not least, Lamar Jackson was named the MVP for Week 3. Nickelodeon MVP for Week 3. Also, John, you can't broadcast them all because then nobody will buy us as Louisville fans have become so lazy. Not all, but a majority. And if we can watch it at home, we don't even want to go out. They're not going to broadcast it until they can consistently get sellouts for those events. The Louisville Live should be a sellout every year.
They want people there in person for those things.
Talking about you, hopefully. Oh, okay. Who's going to the red-white scrimmage? Hopefully, a lot of people are going to the red-white scrimmage. I do not have plans as of yet, only because personal reasons. I never know what my schedule is going to be to the last second. Joey even had a situation where he's going to be here at 6:30, and then at 6:28 and a half, he had to go run and do something real quick. So Reed Cadeau might be a reclass option. That's the guy. Thank you. Is that something we want, or do we want him in 24? I don't. I think the more talent, the better. We're gonna have a great 2024 class. Red and white should be on ACC Plus, and it may be. What's my opinion on Tua?
Did you watch the game last night, Jeremy?
No, I'm on vacation.
Okay, so I actually did. So mid-second quarter, last week against the Bills, I think he got hit.
Concussion, right?
Well, he hurt his back, right? Okay. Oh. Well, he got I'm trying to think of who does a good belly to back suplex. That's basically what happened to him last night in the second quarter. And his fingers, dude, like they were like as soon as he hit, like his head raised and locked up, his fingers were just all disproportionate and everything. So he got taken out. Teddy came in, played beautifully. They lost, but
I did see on Twitter that like they would not let Teddy go for it. They kept kicking field goals.
They didn't for some reason they didn't put the ball in his hands to move it down, because he came right in. First play, it was 3rd and 17, and he threw a 16-yard pass. I mean, it came up short, but yeah, man, the Tua thing, I think there's going to be a lot of problems in Miami coming out of that, because he should not have been on that field.
In the last game, he shouldn't have even been
there.
They
said he didn't, though. Like, I mean, whether it was cover up or what, either way, they're going to be in some deep for that. I mean, because the dude, it was very. I mean, it was scary watching it on TV. As soon as he hit, just to see how his fingers like just clawed out, dude. Like, it didn't even look like his fingers should be able to move in that direction. But it was very scary. Yeah, fencing reaction. That's what they called it.
There you go.
So it was automatic. There was no question that he had a head injury at that point. But I don't think it was as much his head hitting the ground as it was the whiplash.
Got so
Like when
probably
he
more
got
of a neck.
swung around, it like the whiplash. He got it just like his head was in one spot, and then the next second it was way around. It was bad, dude. It was.
Do I
very,
want
it was
that's the thing? Do I want to watch do I want to look it up?
I mean, just to be able to speak on it, maybe so. But like
Well, the only thing I'll say is that if he had a
Amazon Prime kept
concussion the
replaying it
last
over
game,
and over.
if he had a concussion the last game, which a lot of people thought he did, he had no business playing last night anyway.
Yeah, but
I
him and
do
his
hope
coach were all on the same page. It was a back injury. It wasn't a neck. It wasn't a concussion. But
I hope he's going to be
regardless,
okay too, Yoda. Somebody does need to get fired and they will. That's one thing. You know, there's not a lot of cover up in sports these days. For the most part, it's like, especially when the public gets outraged about it.
I'll
They normally
being a
take
Steelers
care of that
fan.
pretty swiftly.
Being a Steelers fan, you know, I don't really care for the Bengals that much, but I'll give it to their crowd, their fans. Like, you know, they were cheering and chanting for him, you know, when he was on the ground, because he was on the ground for, you know, good 10, 20 minutes, like before they got him off the field. But I give the Cincinnati fan base some props there.
Anthony, that's a great point. 2 concussions in 4 days might mean his career is over. He's definitely not gonna be back anytime soon. Shouldn't probably play the rest of the season, honestly.
Yeah, Teddy's got the ball for sure.
Uncle Larry says, with the current roster, do you see guys like JJ Traynor getting some consistent playing time? I see guys like JJ Traynor getting some playing time this year because he's been working hard all over this. Everybody I've talked to up there said that there's not been one slacker. Everybody's been busting their butt, embracing. I think I saw somebody said yesterday that L. Ellis was finally embracing the Louisville Cardinal way. Just the Louisville Cardinal way, and I think a lot of these kids are. Yeah, the Bengals fans. Joey said they showed class. That's not something that we're as Steelers fans we're used to. He should not have been playing. Michelle says, with all the bad publicity the NFL has, it looks bad. It doesn't affect him now. It will later. For sure. Okay, so really quick, I said I wanted to mention something before I forgot, and I get entrenched in these chats over here. So the Sagarin predictions for the rest of our football season came out. And the Sagarin predictions predict that we're about to go on a 5-game winning streak. It has us then losing to let me look this up. I screenshot it the other day. It has us.
I heard somebody today saying, while you're looking that up, saying that James Madison should be ranked by the time that we play them.
They may be. Okay, here's the Sagarin predictions. Beat Boston College by 13. Beat Virginia by 5. Beat Pittsburgh by 2. Beat Wake by 3. Those two kind of shock me a little bit.
I'm with it.
Beat James Madison by 5. Lose to Clemson by only 10. That shows that Sagarin has a lot more faith in our team than our fans do. For sure. Has us losing by 1 to NC State, and Kentucky by only 5. Guys, I'm sorry to tell y'all this.
Does that make us 7-6 or 7-5? I mean,
yes, that would make us 7-5. Not gonna fire them. Love our women's basketball team.
That's what most of us predicted. 6-6, 7-5.
Totally. KP said L had totally bought into Louisville basketball for sure. Met JJ's mom at the tailgate and let her know we love him. Yeah, I invited her to the tailgate, and then I wasn't there when she got there, but I appreciate her showing up. Jeff Wallace has a squad. They will be in Dallas for the championship. I don't disagree. Love our women's basketball team. You said the K word. I didn't say cuck. Wait a minute. That starts with the C, and that's what they all are anyway. Jeff Wallace has been silently working fools. Guys, there's a possibility that we only lose 1 game the rest of the season, according to Sagarin and his ratings. And if we keep improving, like improvement, I know everybody's into the we got to do everything right now mentality, and I'm gonna put my little cheat sheet right back up here in my phone. But I've told y'all for the last 3 years, the last 3.5 seasons, I was okay with Scott Satterfield as long as he built up his squad and as long as he got better. I think at the end of this year, we're going to get a new defensive coordinator. I really hope that would make Louisville fans happy. If we kept him and got rid of Brian Brown, I think that'll make Louisville fans happy. If we win the next 5, we'll be 8-4. No, we'll be 7. We got 2 wins.
Oh,
5
yeah.
2 is 7.
Yeah.
Joey.
Yep. No, you're right. I'm counting tomorrow already.
That's fine. That's fine. And that will leave us with the losses to Syracuse and Florida State, and then they're predicting losses to Kentucky, NC State, and Clemson. No, and it's all because, honestly, this all stems from basketball, honestly. This stems from the fact that we had like 4 or 5 just horrible things happen to us 4 or 5 seasons in a row in basketball. Then COVID hit, and then we're ready to get rid of Sad after year 2. No, you're fine, Allie. You're fine. But we're not. Yoda says he's not getting rid of Brown. I don't disagree with you very often. I don't care, Bubba. I'm gonna say the word because they're on our. I'll try not to say it no more. I apologize. Got to get Malik together. Malik's improved every game. Our offense has improved every game. Our rush defense has improved every game. Our defense against our passing defense has not gotten better.
We got one of the best punters in the country.
We absolutely have one of the best punters in the country. But I think he'll if we finish 7-5 or 6-6 in the regular season, and we are forced to keep, which we will at that point be forced to keep him unless he wants to go, then he's going to have to make a change, and it's going to have to be Brian Brown will be that change. Monty does need to get going. I do agree with that. But the team if you've watched each game, there's been things that they've gotten better at each game. Even with this game, we scored the ball better this game than we have any other game this season. Look, Michelle, I'll have a conversation with you about that later. I'm not in disagreement with you. I'm not really sure why that's not happening, but we'll talk. Tackling was a little better last game, but and I'll be honest with you, I only got to listen to it on the way down here. I watched the first quarter and listened to the rest, but there was still some sloppy tackling. Dorian Jones,
we ain't heard his name a whole lot this year.
No, Dorian Jones needs to play more. Quincy should be starting. Line improvements on both sides. Now, Allie, and I'm not arguing with you just for the sake of arguing. We, excuse me, on both sides have played inferior teams the last. UCF was inferior to us strength and conditioning wise. South Florida was inferior to us strength and conditioning wise. The reason we got better is because we were stronger than those. So it wasn't necessarily that we were better than them. We were just conditioned better, and we were stronger than them. Malik did look like he was going through progressions, says Bubba. I don't know. Again, I didn't see the last 3. Yeah, Michelle, we'll talk about it later. Uncle Larry says getting the younger players in the USF game will definitely help us if they're needed. And I did hear that a lot of people got to play that didn't normally play, so that was awesome. Ben Perry does need more clock, Anthony, and Malik has to connect. I heard Malik overthrew a bunch of touchdowns, like 2 or 3 at least. So that's the only knock on him right now, though. And guess what? That was a knock of Lamar his last year here, was that he needed to work on his passing. And he seems like, unfortunately, it took him a couple more years, but Lamar's the total package right now.
He's about to be a 2-time MVP.
Bubba says there were too many overthrows for sure. Let's I'm gonna go ahead and give the closing. Y'all can give in y'all's put in y'all's final thoughts, and we'll address them before we get off the air here, because that's just what we do. Allie says technique is better and tackle stop tipping passes. Okay, and again, I don't disagree with you, but when you're playing teams that are inferior to you, everything looks better. Everything looks easier. If you'll notice, a lot of people said after the UCF game, they're like, man, well, at least we started getting penetration. Well, yeah, because they weren't as well conditioned as us. They weren't as strong as us. They weren't as good as us. So it would appear that way. Lamar was way better, though. I don't know, man. I was there for the Ali game, and Lamar Jackson overthrew Jalen 2 or 3 times when it should have been touchdowns. But I will say this: Lamar didn't throw as many interceptions as Malik.
What's
So
up,
I will give you that. Go Cards beat BC, says Sam. I guess those were his final thoughts. Didn't ask for him. Just getting team improve or played against a crap team. That's what you want to know. What's up, Misty? Anthony says, do we see more of Chris Bell? I think so. Please tell Satterthorpe to use his running backs and to have stop. Y'all do know that and I can tell you this with 110% confidence. They listen to this show, so don't get me in trouble. I like Bell. Not one game. Okay. Cards 24-10. Okay. Yoda doesn't have as much faith in the offense as we do. All right. Let me get to the close. Shout out to all of our fine sponsors: Fitness Market, Shack in the Back Barbecue, Four Pegs Smokehouse and Bar, Derby City, and Derby City Lawn and Landscaping. And we're currently working on more for the 2023 season. I think y'all are going to love.
Fitness Market's got some sales going on right now, by the way.
Do what?
Fitness Market has several things on sale right now. They got a sale going right now, so get out there and check it out. They also have added in where they lay down flooring, like gym room flooring. So you get that better. Yeah, you get that better feel at your home gym, instead of just working out on carpet.
I like what I saw from Brock. Brock did look good later. Why didn't Ford get more looks? I don't know about that. Oh, rain. That's why. 24-10. Yeah, and I had us much higher, and I adjusted mine to rain wise. I adjusted mine to rain wise as well. If you want to sponsor the podcast, get your picture and stuff at the top of the pretty little top of the border there. Just DM anybody from the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. We'll be happy. They'll be happy to get you to me, which will be happy to close the deal because that's just what I do. On social media, you can check us out on Twitter and Instagram at Card Sports Zone, Facebook at Cardinal Sports Zone, 3 separate words, and on YouTube and Twitch at Cardinal Sports Zone, 1 word. For the next couple of weeks, the YouTube is going to be at Cardinal Sports Zone 55. I don't know why. They're doing some updates and mine got messed up, so it is what it is. You can find us on all the podcast avenues. If you don't have time to watch live, which a lot of people don't, you can find us on all the podcast avenues: Apple, iTunes, Buzzsprout, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google, Amazon, iHeart, just to name a few. Hit follow, subscribe, like, whatever. Get it done so that way you can be notified when we go live and or listen to it later. As far as this show, the YouTube's concerned, hit the like button. Tell all your friends and their moms. And if you've got, listen, I came up with this special tagline to run at the bottom, and I forgot to play it today. But if you know a female that is 28 to 38 and not a blow-up doll that is single, please help us get Sean a date. We're gonna try to get. We'll leave that running for a second while I finish. Giggity. But hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on YouTube. You all have helped us single-handedly get to like a month ago we were sitting at like 200, and y'all have helped us just jump. Like I thought we were looking at Christmas before we got to the YouTube content creators. Y'all got us there like that. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. If you haven't listened to all the prior episodes of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, do us a favor. Go back and check them all out. Go to cardinalsportszone.com, the place it all began. Hit the podcast tab. Go to the drop-down menu. Go to CSZ Podcast, and you can check out all the previous episodes of the podcast. Sean is 0-40, said Sam. Well, that's probably true. Shout out to everybody who's out there sharing the podcast, repping us, letting everybody know, look, there's room for more than just one show in town. Marcus and Steve do wonderful work during the day. Marcus does wonderful work at night. There's without getting into any other of our competitors, there are a lot of great Louisville podcasts out there. Does Allie wants to know, does BC have natural grass or turf? Sam, look that up for us since you ain't doing nothing. Rito, what's good? He made it in here. We're closing the show, but thanks for showing up, bro. But again, support all the Louisville people that are worth the crap. If you don't know if they're worth the crap, DM me. I'll tell you. It's just people like us that are doing this and that are trying to make a living out of it. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support, appreciate you all telling your people. Is it still sunny outside? Yeah, it's still sunny outside. I was going to try to give y'all a peek outside before we went, but it is what it is. Joey, can you look that up? I don't think Sam's driving. Does BC have natural grass or turf? There's one I refuse to support. Michelle, I know who it is. There's probably two more you should refuse to support, but we won't fire those shots. I'm not that type of person anymore. I'll tell you in person. But again, support Marcus and Steve every day from 10 to noon on ESPN 93.9 The Ville. Marcus does his late night shows for the most part around 11:18 every night. Support that. Support us. Show love to all of us. Any last word? Oh, any last words, Joey?
For one, it's turf.
It's turf. All right, Elliot.
Yeah. AstroTurf. Well, hold on. It replaced artificial surface with an AstroTurf game day grass 3D 60H field, whatever the heck that means. But there's your answer.
There you go. Sam answered it. Appreciate it, Sam. Rito says CSZ is the I hit the wrong one. Rito says CSZ is the
unbelievable.
We are pretty good. We know.
Maryland's still trash though.
We are the MJF of podcast. My God, that dude
we're better than them and they know it.
That guy's gonna be around for a long time, and you'll love to see it. Means our speed will be okay. Okay. Listen. I tore my knee up twice on turf, but I wasn't fast, so that's probably why I did. My last words are this: we will be back with the regular show next week. I don't know what normally we'll do. We would do the show on Sunday. I'll be traveling back. I can't do it on Sunday. Shoot for maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, and we'll just lump them in together next week. I know y'all want to listen to us as much as possible, but we'll probably do our preview recap on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday next week. I don't know yet. Haven't got home to be able to ask everybody, but we'll get it figured out. You only have one show next week. We're trying to give y'all two because y'all love us so much and we love y'all too, but just not going to be possible. But all right, I'm gonna sit here and leave the chat room open for just a few more seconds, and then we'll end the show. Do y'all have anything? There they are. Rito, my bro, Yoda, my guy. Listen, here's what we really need to do for one of these games, one of these away games, and we need to all get together. Listen, that's all you really need to. There are a couple of more good ones. I don't want to say it because the second I say that's all you need to listen to, I'll get DMs from Mike Rutherford. Will be like, "Are you firing shots, footer?" He has said this to me before, jokingly. Did I miss an update on Mitchell? No, you didn't miss one because I did not give one because I do not know. I've been on vacation all week, and I apologize. This was kind of a not much of solid information show except for the recruiting, but no, I don't have an update on him.
Sam, player he won't.
Sam is our football beat writer. He may be able to give you an update. He got the game notes this week. He should be able to tell you. So I'll try to stall for a few minutes while he pulls over and finds that out. If he's still driving, he may not do it. But yeah, we love bringing these shows to you all. We're going to try to get some more content. We're up for ideas for new content. Higgy's idea, as soon as I pitched it to him, is he wants to go and do food reviews. I don't know if y'all listened to a CSZ food review. I don't know if you'd listen to Higgy go for 20 minutes or what. Gosh dang it. That's Sean's review right there. But if y'all come up with some ideas for stuff, let us know. We'll be glad to do whatever y'all suggest. All right. No more new information. Okay. I'll let Sam get back to us. Get back to you on that one. I apologize. What did I ask Sam to do? Oh, the game notes on Mitchell. Allie, I don't know if you have Twitter or not. If you do, let me know what your Twitter name is, and I will send you the update as soon as the show's over with. If you don't, then you'll have to find out tomorrow. Or if you don't want to tell everybody your Twitter name, mine's at Jeremy_CSZ, and I will. You can just DM me and I'll let you know. as soon as I find out. All right, guys. Well, there's no more questions coming up. Sam says LOL at Joey's background. No Twitter, got kicked off. Okay. All right. Instagram, I'm at Jeremy_CSE. All the social medias, I'm at Jeremy_CSE. Reach out to me. I'll let you know. It's been as multiple people have said, it's been a great show tonight. Been a Google. I don't know why I'm stuttering all of a sudden. I'm ready to get off here, grab me something to eat, watch Friday Night SmackDown. Be the ones. Y'all, what's up, Gary Gates? Panama City Beach resident now that can't come holla at your boy. Yoda, later. L's up, one's up. Because as far as the rest of the football season is concerned, everybody else are the twos. We're the ones. Be very afraid of the Cards, despite of who our coach is. Thanks again for the support. We love you all. Until next time, this has been the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. Yeah, you all better worry about Ole Miss tomorrow. You don't need to worry about the end of the season.
Trolls.
I got some. Matter of fact, I know where you live at. You sent me your address. You're like a mile and a half from my condo. I'll holler at you in a few. Uncle Larry says, "Go Cards." Okay, so they can hear the outro now. I guess it varies. We're out. Oh. Check. Camera. Hate 'em.